about to leave. Already packing, come with me. I'm not really asking. Well,
hey fam, what's up? Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another day of my Colourpop marathon. If you've been away, if you haven't been on YouTube, you don't know what's going on, for the next 5 days I have a new Colourpop video going up every single day using exclusively Colourpop Cosmetics products. This is not sponsored or anything like that. I'm not in partnership with Colourpop. It's just something I really wanted to do on my own because I get so many Colourpop requests, but I also do so many live swatches. If I did the live swatching and then also the Colourpop tutorials, this would basically just be Colourpop's YouTube channel. So I decided to put together this little marathon this week so you guys can really see the products in action and we can kind of play with our favorites and things like that. So if you have a request or suggestion, of course leave it in the comments down below. Also don't forget to check out my other Colourpop videos because I may have already used the palette you want to see. Today we're using the Colourpop I Think I Love You palette. That's what I have on my eyes, as well as some Super Shock shadows, some Super Shock cheeks, a whole bunch of fun Colourpop. I hope you guys enjoyed this look, and without further ado, let's get on with it. So I already have a bit of foundation and powder on my lids, and typically that works fine for me as a primer, so I'm just gonna roll into shadow now. Hopping into the I Think I Love You palette, we're first gonna take this light creamy shade here. This shadow color is called Rowdy, and I'm gonna start it at my brow bone and then blend it onto the rest of my lid to give our shade something to blend upon. This creamy color does have a little bit of glitter in it, but I never really actually see it, so I wouldn't really be much concerned about that. I'm also going to bring some on the inner corner to brighten that up. And I actually have no idea what we're going to do today for a look, so this should be really interesting. Next, I'm going to jump into this light matte brown. This is called Bel Air. And I'm just going to take this into the crease as our transition shade. So starting on the outer corner, I'm going to build that up and blend it towards the inner part of our eye and up to the brow bone. Not fully to the brow bone, but you guys know. Right in that little sweet spot, your little eye socket. And I do have powder underneath my eyes to catch any fallout, so if I look a little crepey down there or it looks a little funny, it's probably just the powder, but we'll dust that off towards the end. Next, with our E35 brush, I want to take a little bit of this deeper brown here. I believe that is called My Type. And it is my type of brown. Nice Colourpop. Nice name in there. I always love the Colourpop shadow names. They're pretty creative. Or kind of random too, but I like it. And I'm going to build that up in the outer corner as well. I'm also kind of bringing it through the inner crease. And I started to blend it all over my lid. Ooh, so pretty. I'm just continuing the same thing on the other eye. And then of course I want to pop into the matte black shadow. So I'm going to take a bit of this with a smaller angled brush. This is the E45 from Sigma. And I just really want to focus this on the outer V. Just inserting it right in that little spot. Gosh, this eye will not stop watering. It is driving me crazy. I'm like, please don't ruin my makeup. Please let me finish this look before you completely ruin it. I really like the Colourpop matte black shadow, and I'm a stickler for matte blacks. Like, I'm really particular because I love them so much. So if it gives me any trouble at all, I'm like, nope, not for me. But this one's actually really nice. It stays pigmented. It blends out nicely. Still just building that black up out there. I'm not really taking it too far into the eye. I'm kind of just keeping it on this outer corner. So next, I actually think I want to use a Super Shock shadow. This is DGAF. It's one of my favorites from Colourpop. Like, seriously, look at that. It is a beautiful brown, but with kind of an olivey glitter to it. It's beautiful, and this is my favorite brush for Super Shock shadows. It's the E58 cream color brush from Sigma, so it's actually kind of made for more creamy products. And I just want to pop this right on the lid, underneath our crease. Love this color. Oh my gosh, isn't it beautiful? And then of course popping onto the other lid to do the same thing. I cannot get enough of this Super Shock. It's definitely one of my favorites. I'm then going to take my concealer F70 brush from Sigma and I'm going to go into the shade My Treat. This one right here with a bit of shimmer. And I want to pop this along the brow bone just to kind of oomph it up a bit. And let's also take a bit on the inner corner. What do you think? I really love these shades on the eye. It's beautiful. Now I'm going to tightline with the Colourpop Cosmetics Workouts eyeliner. I believe it's just their black. I do really love how skinny their eyeliners are because it keeps it really tight. And then I'm just going to take a small kind of like little liner smudgy brush and work that in a bit. And then on top of that, I'm just going to take more of the deepest brown in here, this kind of warm brown, and just smudge that in right on top of that liner that we blended out. and this will smoke it out a bit. I also just brought a little more of that shimmer I used on the inner tear ducts a little bit farther out onto my little teardrop area. So, tear duct, that's it. Tear ducts, clank clank. Anyway, next I'm gonna take these lashes. These are by V Rose Beauty. It's a new lash brand I've been trying lately, and this is the style Bambi. And like, who doesn't want to be a little Bambi, right? I do, sign me up. I'm gonna trim them and pop them on, and I'm gonna fast forward through this part because it's boring as hell. So we will be right back. How gorgeous are these lashes? I freaking love these. They are so Bambi-like. I think that's the perfect name. I'm also going to run some mascara on my lower lashes. This is the Tarteist mascara. Fam, what are we gonna do when Colourpop rolls out mascara? You gotta know it's coming. It just has to be coming. Would you shit yourself? Because I might shit myself. Okay, so we're done with the eyes, and now let's finish up the face, you guys. I'm first gonna start with bronzer. I'm gonna be using Afternoon Delight bronzer. And I'm gonna be taking that with my Sigma Soft Angled Contour brush. This brush is fabulous. It's the F23 brush. And I'm first gonna run that along my contour around my cheek, obviously. How's y'all's New Year's going? Let me know. How's y'all's New Year's going? Great. Sometimes I say things so weirdly. I'm not quite sure why. It's like a little bit of my Sodak comes back randomly, my South Dakota roots. They don't even really talk like that. So I don't know why sometimes I just pick up country talk. South Dakota's more like, if you have ever seen, God, what's that movie about? It's really old. But it was like about pageants and, what is it? Gosh, I'll never remember. Beauty Queen? I don't remember, but it was about some pageant and some like small town Midwestern girl. She might be from Minnesota. She like enters in it, and I think someone's like killing some people here. I don't remember what it was called. But my South Dakota family, they kind of talk like, oh, don't you know? Like, not like that, not so literal, but some of the words will come out and it'll just surprise you. There's like some type of, I don't know what type of accent it is. I guess just a Midwestern accent. It's almost a little more Canadian, I would say. Let's pop some on that forehead so we can bring ourselves back to life. I cannot stop bumping Taylor Swift's new album. You guys know I'm a diehard Swiftie for life, which is really kind of awkward for me because you know I'm also a diehard Kardashian fan. I don't care what anyone says about them. I will love them till the day I die. I love them so much. I love to stare at them. I'm not saying that they bring any value to my life, but I just personally love them. I love the show. I love their social media. I love their outfits. I love their makeup. I love them. They're iconic to me. They just really are. You can't say that they're not iconic because they are. I'm also a huge Swiftie fan, so obviously it's a little awkward for me to love Kim Kardashian and Taylor Swift. Anyway, I pre-ordered Taylor Swift's album Forever Go, of course. Like, as soon as it was available for pre-order, I was like, done. And then the minute it came out, I was like, ah! And I just haven't stopped listening to it. It's so beautiful to me. I just love it. Thinning out my jawline, as you do. And then for blush, this color, okay, I'll be honest, I was a little afraid to use it because it is pigmented and it is deep. It is called Currently. I just think it's so beautiful. I just absolutely have to use it. So I'm going to take the smallest bit as I pound my brush into it. Jesus, Shay. Knock most of that off onto the back of my hand. And then pop that on the cheeks. Ah, so pretty. Can you see it? I think it's just gorgeous. I love it, I love it, I love it so much. Real quick, I do want to pop into my Kat Von D palette. I'm sorry, I know it's not Colourpop, but I just want to use the light powder here. Is it called Lucid? I don't remember. But I just want to use this to clean up underneath the eye and sweep away any fallout, and then also bring that down onto the cheek to help blend in the blush. So right under the eye, sweep out, and then I bring it down and just help to marry in all of that powder. And then for highlighter, I'm going to take Colourpop Cosmetics Spoon Super Shock Cheek. Another favorite of mine from like back in the day. Ah, isn't it beautiful? I love it so much. And of course on the nose as well. And now of course, let's spritz our face. I'm going to use the Aquamarine Crystal Setting Spray. And then for lips, I'm going to do a little combo. So I'm first going to do Colourpop Ultra Matte Lip in the shade Wild Nothing, and I'm going to top it with Knotty. So like a little ombre situation. And now a bit of Knotty. And that's it for today's tutorial, fam. I really hope you guys enjoyed this look. I love it so much. It's definitely one of my favorites I've done in a long time. I feel like I say that all the time, but I really like this look. It's super fun. So if you guys want to know what products I use, they will all be listed in the bottom box down below. Don't forget to leave me your requests for my next Colourpop video, as I'm doing a 5-day Colourpop marathon. So for the next 5 days, I will have a new Colourpop video every single day here on my channel so that we can finally play with all these products that I've been live swatching for years now and I never get a chance to actually play with. This has been like super fun for me. I am having the best week ever. I hope you guys are enjoying this too, and maybe you can let me know what brand we should do a next marathon on if you guys like these little marathons. Yeah, so thank you guys for watching today. I love you, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye!